Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So last year for St. Patrick's Day I did a green lip with an olive smoky eye and it was a lot. So I wanted to do something a little bit more glam this year and definitely a little bit more wearable. Something that you could definitely get away with wearing and not look like you were going way too overboard. So this is the look I came up with. I did use the James Charles Artistry Palette for this look. So if you want to see how we achieved this, make sure to keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe because I do upload 3 times a week. And that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this St. Patrick's Day tutorial. I'm going to start by taking this really warm transition shade in the crease. This is the shade called Code James. Whenever I go in with cool tones or greens or anything like that, I do like to make sure that I take some sort of warmth into the crease, just because I love the way that the contrast comes in when you take that like really vibrant, fiery warmth and you augment it with that really nice dusty green. Then on a smaller blending brush, I'm going to go into Social Blade, which is the very light neon green down in the corner. And I'm going to put that right into the socket of the eye and begin to define. Then going back into that first brush with no additional product, we're just going to blend that out. Then I'm going to grab a flat shader brush with that same green shade, and we're just going to gently build that up on the outer portion of the lid. And then going into the middle brush, we're just going to diffuse the edges again. Then I'm going to go into Daddy, which is this very true green. And I'm going to very lightly press that on the outer portion of the eye. And then once most of that pigment is deposited down, I'm going to go in small circular motions and just buff that into the lid. Then, pulling back on the brush a little with much less pressure, I'm going to buff that into that crease area. Then dipping back into that lighter green, I'm just going to blend out those edges. And then going into Code James again, that warm shade, we're just going to re-intensify the transition in the crease. Then I'm going to take Spooky, the black, and I'm going to take a very tiny bit on a small little brush, and I'm just going to define and add a little bit of this in the very outer portion of the crease, and going very gently towards the lash line, and you'll see how little I'm taking of that. Then I'm going back into the flat shader brush, and I'm going to do all of the blending with this, because we don't want to add too much of that black, we just want to add some depth. Now before I figure out what I want to do on the lid, I'm going to take a black liner. This is from Marc Jacobs, and I'm going to throw that in my waterline and gently tightline. Then on a pencil brush, going into, once again, that vibrant green called Daddy, I'm just going to blend that into the black liner on the waterline. Then taking a tiny bit more of that light green, we're just going to blend that around the waterline. And then Code James, that warm shade, and we're just going to use that to kind of blend everything together. Next I'm going to take Guac, this very foiled shimmery green, and I'm going to take that with a little bit of setting spray, and we're going to pack that on the lid, and I'm also going to drag it around the inner corner. Then I'm going to take a little more of that deeper green and just blend that into the shimmer shade, just to amp that depth back up. Then I'm going to take Ring Light, which is a very frosty metallic, and I'm going to just lightly pat that over the inner portion of the lid just to kind of brighten the eye a little bit more. Dipping again into Ring Light, but this time on a very fluffy brush, we're just going to hit up the brow bone. I'm going to go quickly throw on some mascara and lashes, and we'll see where everything takes us. Okay, so now that lashes are on, I'm going to take a tiny bit of Ring Light, which is the highlighter shade, and I'm going to press that right into the middle of the lid, just so that when we blink, we get that really nice pop of light on top of the eye. So I just threw a little bit of a silver glitter on the inner corner and a little bit of a neon green one on the lid. So I think I'm liking the way that is turning out. I am, however, going to take a tiny bit of that Ring Light shade and just amp up the glow on the skin, just because I do like when whatever's on the eyes is on the face, just so that it tends to match. Now I can't decide if I want to do a green lip or a nude lip. I don't know. Brandon just yelled nude from the other room. I think I want to do a green lip, though. It's St. Patrick's Day, right? So if you're not going to do it, if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? So I'm going to take a little bit of, this is the Sephora Collection Lip Stories in number 47, Cash Money. And I'm going to take a little bit of the... No, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to go into Kat Von D's, not liquid, cream lipstick in Plan 9. Nope, I'm going to go nude. But I do want it to be a really pale nude. So this is going to be Semi-Naked from Bobbi Brown. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Secret Blush Lip Gloss from M Cosmetics. Now, obviously, if you want to go with a more green lip, you absolutely can. However, definitely liking the nude a little bit more for me. So the last thing I'm going to do is grab a little bit more setting spray and just lock everything in place. And that's the finished look. So this is my very green St. Patrick's Day look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below, what are you going to be wearing for St. Patrick's Day? Also, if you want to tag me in your look on Instagram, I would love to see it at BrettGuyGlam. And I will see you guys later. Bye.